Okay, today we got some more bench press. Went up for actually a couple rep PRs. Went up 225 up to 6. That's 1 rep more than previously. I was at 5. And then I also hit 245 for 3. I'm going to keep the voiceover a little bit light, but I'll probably just chime in here and there with a few comments. All right, so that was 225 for 6 and then 245 for 3. I've been trying to throw in, I think these are called Larson presses, where you keep the feet up. So I've been just sort of throwing in a burnout set at the end of these workouts just to get a little bit more volume. I think I got 24 or 25, but I really died on the last one, barely got it up. You can see I already struggled to lock that one out. Go for one more. I wouldn't really count this as a rep. I barely get it up over the rack. You see, I kind of die on it. Little shoulder press. For whatever reason, pressing movements have always been somewhat of a weak point for me. I think I got 60s in my hand there. I think I ended up going up to 65. But yeah, my pressing movements have never been a strength for me, unfortunately, so I've been trying to work on that a little bit. So bumped it up to 65s for the last set. I think I ended up only getting like 5 or 6 reps though once I went up, unfortunately. I've been trying to keep my rep range more in the 8 to 12. Yeah, I only got 5 there. So this exercise is something I've been sort of playing around with a little bit. My workout program that I'm using currently calls for a barbell front raise. I found with the easy bar, if I sort of almost like pinch my hands together, it sort of engages my chest while I do this. So not only am I getting the front delts, for whatever reason, I feel like I'm getting a pretty good burn in the chest as well. So I've been doing this a little bit lighter, but it allows me to kind of squeeze the chest and get a little bit of a burn there as well. Went up a little heavier for this set. Didn't feel as controlled, on this set I was pretty much just feeling this in my front delts. So this one sort of defeated the purpose of the way I've been doing it with the easy bar anyways, but still got a pretty good burn through this set on the front delts. I'm sitting at about 215 pounds at the moment. So a little bit heavier. And like I was saying, my pressing movements are something that I've always been a little bit weaker on. So I guess not terrible for my body weight at the moment, but not thrilled with it. Typically, I would like to be doing these weighted if possible. Been playing around with a couple different camera angles. It's really the first time I've been recording my workouts. So depending on who's in the gym and what's going on, I try not to get other people on camera. So I've been messing around with a few different angles to try to record things. So for whatever reason on these overhead tricep extensions, really I'm not feeling it so much in my triceps as much as I am just in my elbow. I feel like that's what's sort of limiting this exercise. So I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze with this. You'll see after this, I even try to get up and just do this standing. And for whatever reason, just these overhead extensions, I really am feeling it in my elbow, almost sort of where like my tricep meets the elbow, pretty much like dead center right there. I think you'll even see it after I finish the set. I'm rubbing on it because it was pretty damn tight, like right away. Yeah, so I even get up and try to do it standing to see if that helps. You know, I see that my elbows are sort of flaring out a little bit. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. But I really have tried to play around with this with a variety of different angles, and for whatever reason, it just seems like anything overhead, I really am feeling it in my left elbow. So finishing out the workout with a few sets of tricep extensions. You'll actually probably see that I've got a towel. For whatever reason, our rope attachment at my apartment gym, it doesn't feel symmetrical. Like for whatever reason, it feels lopsided. So I've been just swapping it out with a towel, and I feel like I get a pretty even feel in both my triceps just using it that way. A couple sets of push downs. I was pretty light on this. I think I was just kind of going through the motions with this. I put the stack on there after this, I think. Yeah, so I went ahead and just put the full stack on there. I think this maxes out at like, I think it's like 140 maybe on this. It's still not the heaviest in the world. You can see that I'm going actually pretty quick with these, so I don't know if I'm comfortable with strapping a plate onto the side of that, especially we got big heavy bumper plates, so I think they're probably even too thick to fit in there anyways. So I just try to do it with a little bit of power just to take advantage of what I can with this weight. So these were just somewhat of a spur of the moment addition to my workout. I've never really utilized these TRX straps for much, but I've been seeing people doing some ring push-ups and ring flies. So I started out with more of a fly type movement on this. You see I'm shaking like a leaf. It's kind of crazy how much those stabilizer muscles start firing on this when you're on those rings like that. If any of you ever seen Old School, I feel like I kind of look like the scene with Vince Vaughn where he's sitting up on the ring smoking a cigarette. Comment below if you know the scene I'm talking about. Started this set in more of a fly movement, but then I sort of switched it up mid-set into more of a push, just to sort of feel what that was like. So I just sort of switched it up just to get a feel for both on these, since this is somewhat of a new exercise for me. So I like the way that push movement felt, so I just went ahead and finished out this last set all in that same push motion. So I'll probably start working these in a little bit more, get to a point where I can actually get a little bit more horizontal. You can see that I'm at a pretty decent incline, so it makes it a little bit easier. So I'll start working my way down, getting pretty much parallel on these. I think that'll get me a lot stronger. Well, that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.